Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be looking at how to attack, how to score more goals post-patch on FC25. So there's a few parts to it. I've got a load of clips of a load of goals that we will go through and analyse, but for the most part, it's fairly straightforward stuff. This patch is a lot more attacking, a lot more ways to score, and we're going to go through them. The first place to start, honestly, is your team and the tactics. So, part of the way to score more is have a high line. You might think how that's just defending. Having a high line, winning the ball back quicker, being more aggressive is going to allow you to win the ball in more advantageous positions and from there get more goals. The build-up style. I don't think counter is that good on the game anymore. I think balanced and short passing tend to work well. A formation with lots of attacking options is good. 4-2-1-3 is seen generally at the moment as the most meta best attacking formation for pros at this point. Inside forward roaming is up there for the best role in the game right now. Classic 10 or playmaker, cam are really good. Advanced forward, target forward or poacher are all pretty good. Having a team that actually get involved in stuff, two deep line playmakers on build up tends to work pretty well, I find. And then fullback, so you can get forward a little bit, but not too much. You need balance to your team. In terms of the stats alike, it's fairly obvious for like strikers. You want pace, high finishing shot power, decent on the ball, good physical. These are on pawn. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC25? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out IGGM.com today. The best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out IGGM.com today. Weak foot. Simply put, if you don't have a good weak foot or skill moves, you're going to be a lot more predictable, a lot harder to score. Play styles. Power shot is really good. I think power shot and finesse are by far the best shooting ones. I think for passing, you don't need it as much on strikers, but tiki-taka is pretty good. I think for a cam, ping pass is probably the best. I think long ball and tiki-taka are very good too. Incisive pass is solid. Technical is very good now, makes players a lot better at dribbling. Trickster's pretty useful. I don't think Trickster's that essential anymore. Before, when it was really hard to break people down, Trickster was amazing. But now you don't need it as much. Press proven is pretty good. Quick step, very, very good for the L1 speed boost. Yeah, that is the majority of what we need in terms of that. Now, let's just look for some clips. We'll look through some of the goals I've been scoring and talk through what I'm seeing on it. So corners now, I never, ever take a corner into the box. Even if you get a player wide open, they mess up the headers most of the time. I take it short, and most of the time you can work it to the edge of the box, and normally on the edge of the box, most people have someone pretty good there. I get into a good position there. Okay, that was a bit of a creative pass, but generally, now that players don't get as tight, you get a bit more space, you can do this, where you can generally pass to someone on the edge of the box, look for a second, find an option, and then from there, do something nice. Let's watch this goal. I can't remember what all the goals were, so we'll watch them see what I think. So lots of quick passing, sprint forward with CDMs, long ball to make the pass more accurate. Now this is one where I score a lot of goals. So I'm getting forward in numbers. I take advantage now that I can chip it. And from here, I'm looking to pass across the box. Players again now have a lot more space. I turn back here and straight away I now know I've got a few options. I'm going to do a driven pass into feet. I need it to be a driven pass because if it's a slow pass, it's not going to get there as quick. Pass it into feet. And from there, I finesse it because he's a guy with finesse. If it was Durant, I'd have just hit a normal shot. But passing into the box, one touch bang, works really well. First time finishes on this game are really bad in general. So taking a touch and hitting it is really good. Quick pass and move, fake shot in the box. But here, you can see, I've gone out wide, quick 1-2. 1-2s, L1X passes are a fantastic way of attacking. Opens up stuff, player makes good running behind. There, I know he's probably onside still. Quick pass there. And at this point, if I shoot here, it's a decent chance at a goal if I can get the finesse to open the body up. I take the risk there. I think my opponent's going to dive in and block it. Fake across. And it's a nice, easy goal from there. Sometimes that little extra movement can make a big difference at leading to a goal. So good press. There was a few times there that I could have played the pass. Just because a pass is on and could get you into a good position does not always mean it is the best thing to do. Sometimes the best thing to do is delay a pass, wait for the right time to pounce, and then play it. Great through ball. From there, the extra pass. If I shoot with like a Trivela across, not across goal, near post, good chance it goes in, but good chance it gets saved. From there, you can see here, press high aggressive. That's with my high line. Could play the through, but could wait. Now he's left a gap. Could shoot, play the extra pass. Leads to a guaranteed goal. There was a few things I could have done there that would have been good, but it doesn't mean they're the right thing to do. You could go from there, what would have been 40-50% chance of a goal, to a 95% chance. Maybe even higher, I don't know. Okay, sometimes attacking with your fullbacks is good. If you attack with your fullbacks, it opens up space for your wingers. You do have to be careful with this though. If you're too aggressive and go in too much and lose the ball, you can get countered. This is more of an issue on old gen than new gen though. So I'm using the wing out here. I go wide. Or not the old patch, that probably would have worked, but passing to striker's feet, bang, easy goal. Quick 1-2s. Honestly, sometimes just dribbling works now in this game. If people want to dive in on you, dribble around them. John Duran's probably not the best player for that, but he can move. If he can do that, there's players who are a lot better on the ball than him. Not much space here, so I'm going backwards. Just because someone presses you, don't mean you need to lose the ball. Just be smart. Go backwards, quick. Look, I've opened him up there. Very close to being offside. I'd be interested to see how close it was. But I was patient. I went backwards, and then quick passing. Yep, guy at the bottom was playing him on. Quick passing's opened him up. Seeing the patterns of play ahead of time, knowing where I want to go next, knowing where your team is. This is one of the things that comes when you play the game more and you know a formation. You start to know, without even looking, this player's going to be here at this time. It's a bit different with the roaming formation on player roles, but generally they're going to have similar patterns. Some tricks just to keep my opponent off guard. Driven pass. Trivela. Trivelas are really good still from outside the box. I would say 3/4 of Trivelas from around that position if I green it with Zidane going in. I don't have anyone other than Piazon who's got Finesse Plus. His haven't seemed that good. He seems great, but his Finesse Plus hasn't seemed that good. But I know Finesses are an option outside the box. But Trivelas are still very good with high shooting. If they're going to give you some space, hit it. That's against Yashin, a very good keeper. It still goes in. Sometimes countering at pace is really good. You can see their ping pass just allows me to get through quick. Sometimes, honestly, on the new patch, people get caught out because they forget how you have to manually defend. If you catch someone controlling the defender here, they're not very good. You can just instantly burst past them, and it's going to give you nice, easy goals. There you go. There's a yellow Trivela that I conceded. They're busted. Another short corner. So sometimes from corners, I like to just work a chance by actually dribbling it in, if it gives me a good player, and then I find Duran in space. Passing to feet, 1-2 touches, bang. It's a very effective way of scoring. They're not the most normal way of scoring, but it worked. I looked at my players' runs. Sometimes you have to improvise. We'll do 1 or 2 more clips. We'll do one after this. So there, my fullback's got into a lot of space. I'm now going to pass it to him. Turn back. You can do that a lot more now. Crazy finish, but the drag back is really viable. We'll watch a corner again. Having a few tricks is a really good way of opening people up because it just makes you less predictable. Quick counter attack there, using my fullback. This is a little thing a lot of people don't know. Let me show you. I saw it. I can't remember who posted on Twitter. I didn't even know about this. And I saw someone on Twitter talking about it. I would give them credit, but something messy on Twitter. I can't remember. Watch what I do here. There. Doesn't show it properly. I want to highlight the exact bit where it does what I want. It was me flicking the right stick left, but you press R1, R2, and flick the right stick, and it does a first touch, like a special first touch. You can do chops on the floor. If people get tight to you, it nearly always burns them. Even like the last man centre backs, it's a really good way of getting in. And look at that first touch he does. It works even better with players who have the first touch play style. And there, people, if they don't get tight, don't defend manually this game, get punished a lot more. Hopefully you've seen a lot of cool ways of scoring on the game there. Appreciate you all tuning in. Keep it spicy. Tomorrow we're going to go over some of the best Evos. Peace.